wise man once said that flying is learning how to throw yourself at the ground and miss. But sometimes even that doesn't go according to plan. No, these people aren't certifiably insane. They've specifically gathered to watch the massive AN-225 cargo plane coming into land. Aerial firefighting takes an amazing pilot and nerves of steel. If you get sick on planes, then you might not want to watch this one struggling in the crosswinds. And here's another vomit-inducing landing. Mind you, it's Ryanair. This could just be a normal landing. Nobody trusts pilots more than this guy. Even the jet seems to be nodding its approval. This is the last thing you want to deal with on your driving test.
What is going on right now? Holy shit. That's unbelievable. Awesome.
Scary from the ground, terrifying on board the plane. Are you one of those people who gets nervous driving in bad weather? Well, imagine trying to land a helicopter on a moving boat with winds like this. Is it a missile? Nope, it's one of our planes. If you want to be in the Belgian Air Force, the training is pretty intense. Oh, come on. There's no way that relatively small helicopter can lift that. Oh, never mind. Is he really out of control, or is this just a really good landing?
Set, go.
When you're such a good stunt pilot that you can pour your drink without spilling a drop. This is the winner of the Red Bull Air Race, and you can see exactly why. The pilot, Kevin Coleman, has become renowned for his various airborne stunts and pulling off the kind of maneuvers that can make even Han Solo say nope. This isn't exactly the perfect runway, so you need a perfect pilot to navigate it. This is how your Uber Eats order is delivered if you live in the Alps. A close call as a firefighting plane swoops down to gather water by a family's yacht. Say what you like about Elon Musk, but these SpaceX rockets coming into land is an impressive sight. We've shown you footage of the Red Bull Air Race, and now this is the course you have to fly to qualify for it. The flying demonstrated by these B-2 stealth bombers is pretty, stealthy? This is what eventually happens when two planes are very attracted to each other. Or maybe they're just refueling. This is one of those landings when you really regret booking a window seat.
Directa para 08, nos dice que debemos terminar el lapso.
Perfecto.
A good runway is one where there are no people shouting duck. So, not this one then. This is a tilt rotor, and this is what it looks like taking off at high air humidity. Nothing can tear up the sky quite like an F-22 Raptor. The Airbus Beluga is moving more like its namesake than an actual plane. When planes are in love, they do everything while holding hands. Sorry, wings. If this light display wasn't on purpose, then these two planes might be in a spot of trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, the quickest flight in history. A landing POV that you don't usually get to see. Whether this is fog or smoke, it just doesn't look good. This is the police's tactical unit arriving at a shooting in LA, an intimidating sight and sound for any criminal. And now some good old-fashioned desert-based plane racing. That's a thing, right? Firefighting aircraft pilots need nerves of steel, just like this one over a forest fire in Argentina. We've all had those annoying friends who copy everything you do. A tire detached from this Boeing 747 Dreamlifter just as it was taking off from an airport in Italy. Luckily, it eventually landed safely at its destination. Could this be the closest thing we've got to a UFO? Has this thing even been mistaken for a UFO? Probably. When it comes to flying in formation, the pilots at this airshow make it look like it's child's play. This Russian helicopter has moves like Michael Jackson. On the scale of tricky landings, this one has to be somewhere near the top. Just a helicopter dropping his kid off at school. There's having a good view of the fireworks display, then there's getting as close as these guys. If you don't live anywhere near a beach, but you do own a small plane, then why not try truck surfing? Some repairmen have a slightly harder and more exciting job than others. This is a wingsuit. It's also a very weird sight because you're basically seeing a man falling in style. Norwegian Air Force are used to bad weather conditions, as the pilot of this B-1B Lancer ably demonstrates. When a plane has a mechanical issue of this nature, this is not the seat you want to be sitting in. Even though jet engines are designed to tolerate heavy storms, seeing them in action on the ground looks terrifying. A flying chainsaw next to some power lines. What could go wrong? These Argentine Air Force pilots show how low they can go in the Pucará aircraft. Here's a quick Akimbo quiz. One of these vehicles belongs on the river, and one doesn't. Answers in the comments. This is why planes should be fitted with those things that beep when you're reversing.
Oh, it did. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. It looked like it.
How big is this helicopter? It's carrying 2 Humvees over the Yuma, Arizona desert big. The only way to travel on water is by plane. Although, according to the safety demonstrations I've seen, you probably shouldn't open the emergency hatch mid-flight. If you've just had lunch and want to keep it inside, then look away now. Here's some more vomit-inducing footage, this time from the cockpit during a very rough landing.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Nobody flies in formation quite as flawlessly as the Red Arrows. Why do pilots always feel the need to pour a drink when they're upside down? An impressive parallel landing at San Francisco Airport. The most amazing thing about this emergency landing is how calm the motorists seem to be. This is what is known in the aviation world as showing off. That's a pretty low pass. Maybe he's the reason those streetlights are bent. A plane taking off with a strong crosswind does not look like it should work. This helicopter commando demo really shows what these guys are capable of. What the crowd sees versus what the pilot sees. We're gonna say that this interesting landing wasn't part of the plan.
¿Qué ha pasado?
Here's the Raptor again, making its dinosaur namesake look meek and mild by comparison. This is what it looks like when you land in 75-mile-per-hour crosswinds. Feeling queasy yet? How does the space shuttle get up into space? Well, it needs a tiny bit of assistance.
Stop right there.
Vapor trails aren't always pretty, but this landing uses them to stunning effect. This is the kind of thing that teenage drivers usually do in empty parking lots. This FedEx plane with no landing gear skidded off the runway, but still managed to land safely. A failed stunt saved by a very skilled landing. Usually you want to avoid flying hornets, but not this time. And we finish with perhaps the most stunning view yet of an aviator in action. Wait, if you love our videos, be sure to check out Retrocast. And if Retrocast isn't your thing, don't worry, we have another Akimbo video for you.